Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide for the round shown of this Legacy 9-hole cup division, also displayed on screen. These are tournament wins. Before of course we bring you the details, so please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. These are replays of old content when this 9-hole cup was first in the game, so listen carefully to the commentary, take some notes as well. There may be some tweaks needed, but like I said, these are the tournament wins, so hopefully you will be able to build some shots from those. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck. Here we go. A very generous wind angle here on hole number 1 will make this hole a must eagle if you want to be competitive. Berserker ball, and again it's going to be max top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right. Thor's hammer 7 is what I'm using here, but you can use a big topper as well. Just make sure you stretch out to find the position and then ensure you push up the right number of rings. So add spin, get the ball guide 1 ring away from the rough on the right. Adjustment here, max plus 10, power 5 settings. So max plus 10, power 5. And as we have quite a strong wind here, 11.8, I do go with a little bit of curl to the left. Only baby curl to the left, purely because the wind strength is quite high. You don't really need that in anything less than 11.4, 11.5 in my opinion. So if you have a lower wind, I would get rid of the curl. Perfect ball, bounces nicely, just goes through the edge of the rock and rolls out. As before, shot from the rough, very good chance of dropping with a minor great, so we have to play aggressively for the eagle. Good luck. Hole number 2 then, once again I'm going to go with the bounce over because I don't like the glitchy ball guide with the rough bump. Start with a power 5 ball, find complete minimum distance with the red ring touching the rough. Then switch to a kingmaker or a centurion or kingslayer. We want wind below 8.5. If we have wind higher than that, you may be adjusting to min. So be prepared with a wind 4 ball if you want to have a go at this shot. 4.1 backspin, and here I go with 1 bar side spin to the right, but we just need a click more, so I would suggest 1.1 or 1.2 right spin, depending what wind angle you get. Adjustment here is mid distance plus 15% elevation. Then we are going to hit perfect. It will bounce very nicely, and we come in close on this one, so just a small tweak needed. But mid plus 15 power 3 settings is what I would suggest on hole number 2. Good luck and thank you for watching. Bye for now. Hole number 3, I am going to suggest a luminary because a kingmaker and a power 4 ball will not clear the rough in one go, even with a perfect max overpower. So with a luminary, max distance, blue ring, touching the rough on the left. 6 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Adjust max plus 20, power 5 settings. Then regardless of what you adjust into, we are going to go full blast. Right edge of the ball touching the outer wall of the adjustment ring on the left as shown. Full overpower, perfect ball is what we want, and this will bounce over nicely even with the slight headwind angle, and we want to drive between 390 and 395 yards. 392 going to be absolutely fine. Second shot going to go with the grizzly rough bump. Perform a pin check here, get the bullseye over the pin and look at the plus yardage. This is plus 11 here, and you're going to want approximately 3.7 bars of topspin. May vary if you have a slightly longer or shorter drive. So add your topspin, top of the yellow ring touching the rough, ball guide just going through the pin. And here I adjust just under mid distance minus 15. However, we need a tweak here. My suggestion here with a pin check of plus 11 would be 56% slider, minus 15 elevation, power 3 numbers. Unfortunately here I didn't pull the rings in a straight line, totally my error, and the tweak needed here, which I have suggested, should drop here as well. As you see, I did hit the rough a little bit too high. That's because I didn't pull the rings straight, so don't worry about that, you should be okay. But with the tweak suggested, should be a very good look at the albatross. Hole number 4 then we are going to set up before adding spin, and it's going to be the blue ring touching both sections of the bunker, and I would suggest finding the position here using that camera angle so you can see a little bit clearer. Just over 3 bars of backspin, and I'm playing with just over 2 bars of side spin to the left, so 3.2, and here it looks like 2.1, 2.2 left spin. I would suggest keeping the wind below 8, otherwise you will have to do 2 pulls to adjust your rings. Max plus 25 is the elevation here, so like I say, A wind 4 ball, if you get a kingmaker wind above 8, would be beneficial to prevent you doing 2 ring pulls and also to prevent you from adjusting way down into the bunker. So max 25, power 3, and then we just want a perfect ball and just a little tweak needed here. This is a difficult shot though, to be honest, but we do come in fairly close. I do think this is one we're just going to have to tweak the spin depending on the wind strength we have due to that big second bounce. But we get a nice zoom in here on hole number 4. Hole number 5, I'm going to play with the big topper. Obviously Thor's Hammer 7 is an option as well if you have it. Max top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right, add your spin. Big topper level 6, going to be setting up from the +7 yard mark, I believe. Yeah, topper +7, and aim over the rough and the rocks as shown, and look where the ball guide is pointing for your references there. Max +10 is the adjustment here. If you're using a different level big topper with less power, obviously your plus yardage will be different, so do check the club stats and work out what plus yardage you need to go from. So max +10 here, obviously with the big topper we do want to hit perfect, and we're going to bounce over nicely, and the top spin is going to take us up to towards the rough here, but it's not going to threaten the rough. We should be fine. Drive distance here, anywhere around 385 is good. Second shot, look at the plus yardage as soon as it's your turn. You can see it's +2 here, and that's the reference we are going to use. So don't move the target until you've looked at that figure. No spin needed here, but for +2, we are of course going to move back and get the ball guide just before the front edge of the cup with the thorn level 9. +2 starting yardage is going to be played 78% slider, 20% elevation. Obviously you would add or subtract 2% for every yard difference, but +2 is the reference here. Pulling over the bullseye, so 78% slider, 20% elevation. And then we're going to hit perfect. If you do want to know more about the slider, check out the Academy tutorial playlist on the channel homepage, bkgolfclash.com. Drop it right at pin for a beautiful eagle. Very good chance on this par 4. Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there. Over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join. There are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash. Hole number 6, I'm going to go with the no move target approach with a kingmaker. Without doubt, a power 4 or power 5 ball will help on this hole, but you can get away with a kingmaker if you wish. But you will need 240 yard driver, so APOC 5 plus. If you're having a lower driver, definitely go with a power 4 or power 5 ball. 6 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, and we're adjusting max +10, power 3 numbers. Full overpower, and we do of course want to try and hit perfect, but great left and great right have both been fine for me this morning while I was testing this shot. So we're going to just get down there. There is plenty of fairway, thankfully. Like I said, you will get a bit more distance with a bit more topspin if you have it, or with a power 4 or power 5. Second shot for me, the rough bump is not going to be what I'm going to suggest, because you will either adjust to a lower point or a higher point, depending on your wind strength and your position, which is no good when you're trying to suggest setups or designing a shot that people can replicate. So here I'm going to go with all the left spin and between 2 and 3 bars back spin depending on your drive, and find that small sticky spot. Here I am playing true distance of club with 50% elevation. So here I played 90% slider plus 50, pulling 10 rings first and then pushing the other 2, because like I said, it does take us into the bunker. It's just a very unfortunate wind angle. It is going to be in play if you play the standard bounce down as I'm doing, or if you do want to try the rough bump, you are going to have that bunker in your way. So a little bit under adjusted even then with 50%, but a simple tap in putt for an eagle on this par 5. Hole 7, this is a risky shot, so please be careful with this one. If you're not feeling comfortable with it, don't play it. I would strongly recommend you practice this one. 3.6 bars of backspin with the sniper set up +7. Look at the position of the inner ring and where that first bounce is, little bit of the yellow ring outside the rough. Ball guide going just through the hole. Then be careful with the adjustment here, this can make or break this shot. We want to adjust max distance plus 25% elevation, power 1 settings. Ensure you have no unwanted pull angle here. If you pull yourself accidentally to the left here, or with an 1159 in that case, you will most likely miss the rough. Same with the overpower. Make sure there's no accidental overpower on here, and you do need a perfect. Great ball will most likely miss the rough, but if you execute it right, you've got a great chance for a hole-in-one. Max 25, power 1 settings. Hole number 8, I'm going to play with the rock here. Due to the wind angle, we want a club with accuracy as well. So I'm going to set up at the top of +8 yards with the rock level 9. Obviously, if you're having a different level rock, then your plus yardage will be different. 3.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. So my ring reference here is the edge of the clear ring touching the rough. Max +10 is the adjustment on this one. Max +10. Obviously, if you are using rock level 7, you're most likely going to be adjusting into overpower, as you will be setting up pretty much at max distance. So do bear that in mind, you might need a little bit of OP. But rock 8 and 9, you won't have an issue with the extra yardage. And we're going to bounce very nicely, and we're looking for drive distance between 310 and 315, 316 yards, somewhere around here. Going to be absolutely fine. Second shot, I will admit I come in a little bit short here, so there's a couple of things you could try. I go with 0.8 backspin. You could either set up where I'm setting up here with less backspin. I'm going red ring to the rough. Or what I think is worth having a go is moving up by 1 ring. So have the top of the yellow ring touching the rough. I do believe that's worth a go. Sadly, I just needed 1 more token here. Should have taken another practice token, but in the interest of time, decided not to. Drive distance of 316. The adjustment I make here is 30% slider minus 20% elevation. I do believe the yardage notes here going to be absolutely fine, but just need to move up by 1 ring. So that will be my suggestion. Let me know in the comments section below if you do drop that. We do hit the rough a little bit high, but look at that line, it's an absolute beauty. So that would be my suggestion to drop hole number 8. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. Hole number 9 then to finish, going to start from the no move target position. So 6 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Then we are going to adjust max +10 from the NMT position. And once we've done that, we are then going to push back up to max. So max +10, 6 top spin, 2 right spin. Don't need any more than 6 top spin to play the approach that I'm doing here. Obviously you can push it harder and go for grizzly if you want. Up to you, but I'm going to show you a min sniper second shot. Max overpower here. Perfect ball away, and it's going to bounce over nicely and roll down the next piece of fairway. Bear in mind, great left here is going to be safe, minor great left, but you may be in a weird spot for the second shot and you may have to play max grizzly. I'm going to talk about that though during the replay here. 437 yards. Now, with a perfect or a great right, you will be able to play min sniper. So find the minimum distance line and add spin as needed to get the ball guide to the pin. Obviously it may vary depending on where you are with your drive. With the sniper here, I'm playing min +30, power 3 numbers, however this is under adjusted, so I would suggest going min +30 but power 4 settings instead, just to give yourself a couple of extra decimals. If you are hitting great left on your drive and you can't play min sniper, you don't have enough backspin, then play max grizzly, Just back up a few rings from max so you have room to adjust. My suggestion with the Grizzly would be to play max plus 40. So let me know how you get on. 2 options there, but my preferred is the Min Sniper. Good luck and thank you for watching. Bye for now. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.